What's happening, y'all? It's another episode of Freaks of the Industry podcast. This is episode 30. It's grown. A grown-up episode for a grown-up situation.
Whoa.
Tonight's episode is episode 30. This is the host spotlight 3, number 3 or 4.
Here you go.
And we have Applebottom Banks on the hot seat.
Don't feel good,
Pew, pew,
But
pew.
also
Pew, pew.
on the
the
dais
dais.
with us, we have Texas Homegrown,
Bam, bam, bam.
and we have Bosslady Brux.
Hello.
All right, so
That's how it starts.
Boss Lady, you think you want to start the questioning for Applebottom?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, first off, let's go with Applebottom Banks is your name.
Yes. Well, I would tell y'all what my government name is, but I'm just gonna stick with the Apple.
That's fine. And are
Works for
you
me.
willing to share your age?
I am 44
Looking good,
and
baby.
loving it.
Looking good.
Hot.
Have no problem with telling nobody how old I am.
Me neither. I love
Because I
my
look
age.
better than most of these bitches that's
swear.
20.
I love my
Facts.
age.
Facts.
21st
And where are
anniversary.
you from? Where were you born and raised?
I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
What side?
South Side.
All right. All right.
Indeed.
Okay. And how many siblings do you have?
There is 8 of us biologically and 2 unbiologically, so that's 10.
Okay.
I got 4 brothers and 4 sisters.
Are you in the middle?
No, I'm actually the oldest daughter.
Oh, okay. On both sides? I
On
guess?
both, for both. Like,
Okay.
even with my my dad, I'm the oldest on both sides.
Okay. Cool.
what's up.
Any kids?
Yes, I have 2. One girl, one boy, 24, 25.
Any grandkids?
One, my grand boogie, and my baby.
Okay.
He 2.
I've seen
All
him.
right. And so what's some of the occupations you've held throughout your years?
Let me see. I drove for bi-states. I drove public transport. Well, that's public transportation, but school buses. I've worked in numerous amount of factories, shipping and receiving. What else? That's pretty much it. I didn't start really working until I was like 19.
Oh, wow.
You know, that's when I got my very first job
Oh,
when I
okay.
was 19. And it was in factories, like working in factories, doing line work, lead work, that type of thing. I was always
what
trying
brought
to
you
be a
St.
boss.
Louis?
That's kind of like a real kind of fucked up story, you know what I mean? I don't really want to go all the way off into detail, but for the most part, it was kind of like I had a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to leave from where I was, like,
And
instantaneously.
either or.
Yeah, and I was living in Racine, Wisconsin. So I had to do
Oh,
one of those
familiar.
little things
Been
like
there.
make a phone call, and whoever answered the phone in that particular city, that's where I was
That's
going.
where I'm going.
So that's how I ended up in St. Louis.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some of your hobbies.
I write poetry. I love poetry. I love to read. I am a knowledge hound. I love reading. I write, of course. You know, I had a lot of people that wanted me to write books for them. You know, short stories and things like that. That's like some of the hobbies, you know. I love to travel, of course. I am a foodie, so I actually love food. I am somewhat of an interior decorator, so that's one of my hobbies. I love doing trinkets
fashion is amazing.
and making clothes and cutting up stuff. Like, I don't like
Yeah.
to look like nobody else, so pretty much since I was a kid, I used to cut up everything and design my own little purses and my own shoe styles and cut up all my t-shirts and my jeans, and I love design and fashion.
Yeah, because I need you to make me one of them when you cut the
Yeah.
sleeve. I need
Yeah,
like 2 of
kind of
those.
like what I got on now.
No,
like,
but you had the collar still on there.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
little
need-
thing. I love fashion, so those are some of my hobbies, and that's just to name a few.
All right. Let's see here. I know you said you're a foodie, so what are some of your favorite dishes?
I am a pasta freak. I love pastas, all different types of pasta. I like the spinach artichokes. I like the seafood pastas. I like the chicken pastas. I love pasta. I think I'm probably like half Italian some damn where because I just
Down the line.
love
Deep up in
pastas
there.
and pizza.
Ooh, yeah.
Your lineage.
Like, yeah. So I'm a very big foodie. So I eat pretty much whatever I think I see something I be wanting to taste it, I'll eat it. Just to see what it tastes like.
I'm gonna just put that in my
Look.
memory bank. I got pictures.
In my notebook.
Yeah.
Right.
Things I need to know.
Yeah.
I love pasta too.
It's good.
Yeah.
I promise you,
Good
it's
for
the
your
shit.
aches.
I
Yeah.
love fucking pasta.
Most
I love
women I
shrimp.
know with big asses love pasta.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I'm
Yeah.
so serious. This is like every.
I do.
I do.
I love
Every
pasta.
woman I know.
That's
I'm
why
really
we got
not a
big
big.
ass.
I'm really not a big soul food fan. Like I had to eat it when I was young because that's what was cooked. Whatever the fuck was cooked in the kitchen, that's what the fuck
Yeah,
you
that's
ate.
what you ate. Yeah.
But as I became an adult, I always have an acquired taste for food, and I just fell in love with seafoods and pastas.
That's what's up.
Favorite color?
Actually, black. Black. I have way more things in my archives as far as clothing that have black in it or some form of black. I do like bright colors like turquoises and purples and some sorts of green, but I always got something on me is always black.
You black.
Wow.
It's going down.
I love black.
Let's see. Favorite rappers, rap groups, R&B groups. R&B
Okay,
songs?
well, off the top, my favorite rapper is Tupac, Biggie. I love Nas still to this day. Jay-Z is the shit. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a Dr. Dre fan. You know what I mean? As far as like R&B, I wouldn't necessarily say I really had too much of a favorite group because I was raised in the R&B era.
Right.
You know, that was our time, you know, in the 80s and 90s. Right. But for the most part, I love neo soul. You know, I love the Kims and the Erykah Badu and the Macy Grays and the Jill Scotts and, you know, that's just to name a few. I'm a neo soul person, and that's more or less the reason why I love poetry.
I'm gonna give you an album to check out. Check out my cousin Robert Glasper.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Banging.
Okay.
Banging. He's one of the favorite artists that travels sometimes with Dave Chappelle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, check
Okay.
out Robert
neo
Glasper.
soul, too.
Yes, I'm a neo soul fanatic.
Yeah.
Like I love neo soul.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is my go-to.
And shall I ask you, how did you get here? How'd you get on this show, Apple?
Well, you and Miss Bosslady, of course. You know, from the story that you was telling me, Bosslady was like, "I think Apple would be perfect."
I'm so glad he gave me that credit
For
because he showed
this.
me like I gotta find somebody, and then
Yeah,
he was like, I found somebody.
He told me that you told him that I would be perfect for this show because of my personality.
Yes.
So, and not to mention that we've been friends, as April corrected me, 13 years. You know, and y'all know me. Y'all know how I am. I'ma speak my mind if I ever hold my tongue, and I don't know how to do that. So
That's
I learned
I
that
heard
real
a lot of people feelings by telling
I
them
learned
things
that
that
real
they
quick.
don't want to hear.
I learned that
I'm the
real
one that says what everybody else is thinking.
I learned that real quick.
Pretty much.
Except for me.
I learned that real quick. I learned that real quick. And I love you.
Well, I'm gonna release the hounds and let the ladies ask y'all whatever you want to ask them because it's now we done got pretty much past everything in under 10 minutes. And the easy stuff.
I thought she was gonna have more stories, but you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Let's
Y'all-
get it. Let's get it
Yeah,
on.
let's get it. Let's go.
When did you begin your sexual experiences into the world?
Into the swingers
No,
world
not
or
the
just
into
world?
life in general. Like
I was actually 14.
Okay.
I was 14. when I first tried it, and it was in the most raunchiest fucking place ever. I think that's probably when I found my raunchiness, for real. It was actually in the basement on this little fucking little raggedy little thin little ass mattress or whatever. And the craziest part about it, I was infatuated with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's normally how it
But
goes.
yeah, I was infatuated with him, so I'm just knowing that he
sex
about
was
to
wet.
take me to
knew
the
it.
moon and back. You know what I'm saying?
I knew
And when
it.
he gave it to me, I was like,
That's it.
"Are you fucking serious?"
Don't you
So
think like the first
yes,
time,
I'm thinking it was
like,
gonna be like the shit, and I was like, "This is some bullshit." Like they told me I was gonna cry, I was gonna scream, I was gonna. It was none of that, and only to find out when I told my mom I wanted to, I want to get some birth control. I'm thinking I'm grown and shit, and he didn't even break the
Your
string.
hymen.
He didn't even take the shit. That part.
Hymen intact.
That part.
Wow.
That's how terrible
He
that
had a little
was.
dick and you didn't know it yet.
I didn't even know it. I thought I was grown.
wow.
Didn't even take it.
They say little booties matter, but little dicks don't matter.
I promise you they don't.
No,
Not when
no.
you trying to break a virgin.
And then you know what? Most men who, the whole child predator thing, that's why they deal with them little young girls, because they don't know no different.
Right.
And they got little dicks, and
They
these
think
little
they
girls
doing
don't.
something.
Yeah,
They don't
these
know
little
no
girls
better.
don't know.
They don't know no better. They don't know until they get 16 and then dip out and go get some real dick and come back be like, nigga, your shit ain't
whole
shit.
life changed.
Change your
Change
life.
your life.
That
like,
part.
what?
I've changed lives. I've changed a lot of lives. I'm still changing lives. Shout out to KC.
That's a chick turning
Skeeting.
18 every day.
Yes, sir.
Right. That
But
part.
I don't go that low, but yeah.
This chick turned 18 every day.
They legal out here,
I'm
y'all.
mad that
Ski,
my
ski.
thing is not
Right.
charged
They
at all.
legal.
They legal at 18
Legal.
out here.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
In somebody's state, they legal.
You know what?
That
We're-
part.
Give us some of the favorite cities you visited.
For one, I absolutely love Jamaica. I love that city. So I went back twice. I love it. I love the people. I love the energy that they have. When I was down there, I'm saying like the poverty thing as far as like the homeless shit. Nobody's homeless in Jamaica. Like I'm dead ass serious. Like
They have
people
shanty
don't.
towns, but no one's homeless.
No, nobody's homeless because they are some hustling people.
Oh, yeah.
In Jamaica, I'm talking about down to the
6-7
kids.
jobs.
I'm talking about to the kids. Like they building shacks on the beach before they sleep on the streets. It's absolutely beautiful. The water is exactly what the fuck it looks like on the brochure.
Right.
It's beautiful. I've been to Miami. I don't really like Miami. And the reason why is because I think Miami is a melting pot. Now, it's cool to go down there, but I don't think I can ever really live
It's not for black
in.
people.
Yeah, I don't think I can
It's not
ever
for black
really
people.
live in Miami because it's just like it's a melting pot and there's no destiny or no this is it type of moment. It's just like, okay, I came out here to party, I'm finna go home.
Yeah.
That's it. I like Atlanta. I love Atlanta, of course, because I'm moving there. I love Atlanta. I just love the people. I love everything. It's like Chocolate City. It's the Black Hollywood. I
Yeah.
love Atlanta.
Yeah.
I've been to KC, of course. That's not really nothing for real there. I'm from Chicago. I absolutely love my people. I always try to go back home as often as I can. I've been to Vegas. I like Vegas, but only to party. I don't
Yeah.
think I can live there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can ever live in Vegas. And I've been to a multitude of other like local little cities or local little towns or whatever. But for the most part, I haven't really traveled as much as I want to. But there is 4 places I really want to go. I still want to go to Paris. I'm going to plan a trip and I'm going to go to Paris.
Okay.
I still want to go to Cancun. I haven't been there yet. I want to go to Barbados.
Barbados.
I want to go to Barbados
It's happening.
so bad, and I also want to go to Belize.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 trips to plan.
Yes, I always wanted to go to Belize because I've heard so much about Belize to where I really want to go down there and see the people, get the culture.
The
I just
culture.
really want to go.
Yeah.
I think it's very fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I know some people from down there, and they showed me so many pictures and stuff.
Yes.
That's always been on my
Yes,
bucket list.
I always
Yeah.
wanted to go. So those are my four places that I'm going to go. Probably within the next year and a half, I'm going to go to all those places.
Yeah, I'm getting it in.
Yeah, I want to go because I love to travel.
But we
I
gotta
love
catch it before they
road
try to make
trips.
us take the shot.
Right.
Make you.
Right. Make you
I
take
won't
the
go
shot.
then. I'm not going.
I'm not
I'm not
going.
taking
If I
the
have
shot.
to take the shot, I'm not going
Yeah, I'm not
because I'm
going.
not comfortable with that shot right now.
No, I'm not taking
It's the first session, so I'm not comfortable with it.
I want them to work the bugs out.
Yeah.
That
I don't
part.
wanna grow no
Work
tail.
out the kinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck your
Give
sex life
me
up.
some of the sex locations, some of the weirdest locations you've had. Relations.
And remember, we've
Location.
known you.
Some awkward locations
Let me,
that you had
yeah.
relations bars.
Okay.
You need to be taking
Okay,
pictures.
now this is the first place that I thought that was like the absolute weirdest, but I absolutely love it. Intrigued me. I have these thoughts
Our
of
basement.
people watching me. So it was the movie theater during a movie.
Yeah.
I've actually did something walking through the like it started in the car, it followed from the car into it was like I'm not making this shit up. It was like a foggy ass night. And I was actually Forest Park. This was a couple of years after I had moved up here, and I found this other, and I ain't gonna shout his name out because he's married right now. But anyway,
Oh my.
I was walking through the park. We was doing it as we were walking, and we ended up on a tree and finished up against a tree.
Fire.
I did it in the car it was literally helling, and I think I only did it. It was helling so bad. I think that was the first time that I was here. This was like the early part of the 2000s, and I had moved up here, and it was helling so bad to where it seemed like the world was about to end that day. So I said, "Fuck it, might as well go out fucking." So I did that in the car. I had this one guy that I used to run from when I met him. I was in my 20s when I moved up here. And we used to have some of the wildest fucking things that he had me doing that I thought I would never do. I met him at his partner's house, and we were in the backyard in the alley talking. You know what I'm saying? Like we was having a wreck there. You go outside because this is gonna get a little worse. We was in the alley talking with his partner, and his partner was talking to him or whatever. So we ended up. He was just one of those aggressive ass dudes, like. And it turned me on, but I didn't know I was turned on at that moment. I was like, should I do it or he might whip my ass? I don't know. But either way, we started off in the car. I was giving him a head, and he jumped out. He was like, nah, this ain't enough. So we ended up getting out of the car, and his car was still running, and we went like across. You know how they got those carports that, cover up your car, but they don't really shield anything. It just shields you from the rain and the wind. Right. And we ended up fucking on the hood of somebody's car under a carport in the alley. What else is the weirdest place? I think the most weirdest one was probably the alley. Because I always wanted to do that. And the last one that was kind of weird, it was really, really, I had a fantasy of fucking in the rain. Like, literally fucking in the rain.
Yeah,
like, I didn't want nothing covering me, no tents, no nothing. I just wanted to fuck in the rain. So, I was at the, little spot with somebody, and we got out of the car. We started in the car. Again. And the car is just the shit. Y'all just don't understand. It's the way that you got to position yourself in that car, and you can get it in for hours in the car, I promise you, just for those who don't know. But anyway, we got out the car, and I laid on the hood, and I had to put my arms back to hold on to the metal part so I won't slide off while the rain was coming down. And we fucked on the hood. Like, this person literally still has that dent in their car from my ass right now. Still.
That's terrible.
It was beautiful. It was
hot.
It was so beautiful. Oh, my God.
I feel for them with that dent.
Shit, that dent gave them memories.
And that thunder hit.
Yeah, that's
shit. That's what made it even better. Cause I'm talking about it was pouring down. When I finally did nut, and got up. I had on an all white dress.
Shit.
That motherfucker was wringing wet, like
Wet
literally
t-shirt contest.
wet.
Yeah.
Wet t-shirt contest. Won it.
Right.
That was
Ding,
me.
ding,
Ding ding.
Give me
I thought you was gonna say our
your
basement.
favorite.
Oh yeah. And y'all, but see, that wasn't the creepiest. That wasn't the weirdest thing. Of course, your basement.
But in our basement, fucking in front of a bunch of people that don't
Ah,
think.
well, yeah, it does, because that was actually the first one. That was my first time, and I
And you
think-
did great.
And I was just, I have this thing, and I don't know what it is. I have this adrenaline. I get adrenaline when I get the eyeball contact from other people watching me. So it turns me on even more. It makes me perform
Yeah,
harder.
because I remember.
Because now I'm looking at people like, okay, I can't be whack. This can't be whack. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to go all in.
Gotta make it count.
You felt like a porn star. I remember the first time we met. We did a threesome. Me, you, and Bobby.
Oh
At their
my
party.
god.
No, we did not.
Okay, we did not want to go there. Oh my god.
You gotta go
Shout
there.
out to Bobby.
Bobby all
guess.
night.
I'm gonna take it one more higher than that. That wet ass stain you left up.
I can't stand her. I can't stand her.
We
Yeah.
learned each other deeply.
We learned each other, you know. I'll make you go swimming.
And what I tell you, don't stalk me after this.
But, right. I'll
Head.
make you go swimming.
That
Yeah.
stain was still on that couch. We had to get rid of that.
Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got new couches
My
now.
wife got some fire head.
Bars.
Bars.
Head.
Mind
bars.
blowing.
Bars
Head
head.
Whoa.
Give us a fancy location you have yet to do. You know, somewhere you want to do do something.
An elevator.
Okay.
I still have not done that yet, and it's on my list of to
Your
do.
bucket list.
I want to do it in the elevator. I still have not done that.
That's her bucket list. It ain't a bucket.
Yeah, that's fucking list. There you go.
That's the difference.
Elevator. I haven't did that. That's why I asked you that.
Yeah, I want to do it in the elevator.
I want to, just because I know there's only one lonely ass security guard sitting there watching the videotapes
Yeah.
of the elevators like it ain't nothing happening on there.
Boom.
Boom. Here you go.
There you go.
Do one of these.
Take your ass.
Be like, hey,
Okay.
turn it up
This-
loud.
this
You
for
want to
you,
hear
yeah.
everything. You know, point right at the
This
camera.
was for
This
you.
was for you. Jonathan sitting down there
Jonathan.
watching all night.
Thank me
Yeah.
later.
John.
You'll thank me later.
Thank me later.
I feel like a slut. Y'all go ahead. When y'all talk, I'm like, man, I don't want it to ever be my turn.
It's definitely is, honey. Because
Like,
I've got
I'm
some
starting to
push.
shake myself right now. Like, oh my
It's
god.
coming, baby. Like
Right.
it's coming.
Open fucking book, boy.
Like you was coming.
Like I am coming.
Look, she can't put up the church finger like, I gotta go use the
Yeah.
bathroom. I'll be
Shit,
right back.
I'll
I'd
fuck
be
around and
right-
catch fire.
Look,
I'll be right back.
That was
Time
like, yeah.
for the humble brag.
Brag.
So, how good is your head game? Apple?
well, he gotta go back out for this.
Her brother's in the audience. He gotta walk out. All right, all right, your brother's gone. All right.
I'm glad it's a nice night out because
okay,
it's raining.
right. Okay, so this is the thing. I haven't sucked dick in years.
But when you did, say
But
dick,
when I was like that, all my shit was all the way on point.
yes, it was. Yes, it
I'm
was.
talking about sloppy toppy,
Yes, it was. Awesome,
you know,
awesome. Yeah.
awesome, all that.
I can
yeah.
verify.
I'm gonna need you to put your hand down, Tommy. Ain't got nothing to do with you, Tommy. Look.
She was fire.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, and how about that pussy? What that pussy
Oh
like?
shit.
Oh, my pussy game is on 4.
We already
my shit
discussed
is on
Kegels last episode.
Kegels, cause I will drown your ass.
Yes, you will.
Indeed.
Do you
I
use
would
Benoit
I
balls
swear.
when you do your
No,
Kegels?
I haven't.
You should.
But I wanted to because somebody was telling me about them.
You
but I
should.
was I had thoughts in my head like, what if it gets stuck and
It's
I gotta
not.
go to the hospital and have them to pull this up out of here?
You've had enough
Because
sex
I've
that it
ate
wouldn't-
condoms before with this. Like,
Yeah.
That makes sense because it's
yes,
it's a fibrous material.
Yes,
but
no,
them
I'm
balls
talking
ain't-
about. No, I'm talking about
Where
like
to go?
you know, I like the clinch in the middle of it because it makes them feel some type of way, and it also makes me,
Again, shout out to Bobby.
yeah.
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 Clinching is
But
great.
He do that a lot.
yeah, my shit on point. Trust me. Like all of the people that I've been in relationships with,
They done
as
told
far
you.
as like they didn't told me, showed me, and we're still friends to this day, and they be
Oh, yeah.
still trying to.
Exactly.
Can I get some? No. You are my ex for a fucking reason.
For a reason.
We can just be friends, but we don't need to be back together.
Lousy bastard.
Some things
You
don't need
know?
to revisit.
Some things you don't, because I feel like when you go backwards, you pick up old habits and old ways. So I always try to keep moving forward. We can be friends, but we can't go back to what it
Yeah.
used to be.
There is no reason to revisit toxic people.
That part.
You don't
that
drink
part.
poison when you're
Sometimes it's
thirsty.
just better
Right.
knowing that you'll never touch this again. I
Right.
get the pleasure of knowing.
To saying that.
Yeah, you'll
and
never
for them
touch
and to
again.
see the expression on their face when they know you can never touch
will
this
never
monkey
touch
again.
Shout out
Yeah.
to my ex-husband. Y'all show her.
You can never touch this again. And it
My
just
baby mama.
it kills
Okay.
you to know that you know I was good.
Yeah.
And
You
that
will
you
never
will
touch
touch
this
it
again.
again. Like I can't stand that bitch. I still love you though.
My ex-husband do that all the time. He be like, "I'll send him a dick pic. Let me
Cause you're a bitch.
Dick
So I'll
pic.
send him a dick pic.
Quit-
I sure would.
quit pushing up." I was
Your
like,
ex-husband
"That's
a bitch.
nasty. I
I'll be
would
watching
never."
right now. What's up, partner?
He listens
Bitch.
because he listens because he lurks. I'm like, that's some nasty shit though. We got
No,
kids in
that's what
common.
you call
Yes, it is.
that's what you call goddamn me
said that
stalker
word.
degree. He got a stalker
He got
degree.
pissed
That
off.
word, but he's a
He got a stalker degree.
Girl.
Yeah.
This nigga. That's a whole nother
It's
story.
okay, though. I got your back. But speaking of backs, we're sponsored today by Emmanuel
Yes,
Chiropractic
sir.
Clinic.
Bars.
Auto injuries, neck and back pain, sports injury. He's located at 6301 Rock Hill Road, Suite 105 in Kansas City, Missouri. Give him a call at 816-523-4023. That's Emmanuel Chiropractic Clinic. Now, put your back in his hands.
It's worth the
When
trip.
you're
Cash.
done, you'll be as strong as a man.
Tell him it's worth
Bars.
Bars.
Now back to the show.
Drop the mic. Okay.
Now, well, Apple Banks.
When did you first do anal?
Yes, bro.
Actually, you know what?
Okay, he ain't in here.
I've never really liked it.
Bullshit.
But the guy, no, I'm serious.
can teach you.
I never really liked it. But I'm being honest though. I never liked it. I still don't like it to this day. But
You'll do it.
the guy that got me into it was the one that I had the sex with on the carport and up under
Oh, so
something.
yeah, he can talk
Yeah.
you into
So
it.
he was so to the point to where that was the only way he can nut.
Right, he done tried everything else on
Everything else, like he would go for hours. Like he had very good dick control. You know who you is. I ain't gotta say no name. But he had
Damn.
dick control.
You know, slide me his
I've never all my years, I'm 44 years old, been, sexually encountered since I was 14. And I've never met anyone like him. And when I met him, like, you experience a lot of things when you're young, but you don't experience all things. When you get older, you start to notice all the things
You
that
can
you
appreciate
get.
it.
Right. So now I can appreciate what he did because it just made me a little bit more in tune with my sexuality and what I like and what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But that man opened my motherfucking eyeballs up to a whole nother world of fucking.
Nice.
And I met him when I was 22.
What is it about the anal that you don't like?
I think it's
Messy
more or less
or-
the fact that I can't relax knowing that it's happening. That's the part. I think it's a mind thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And he was the only one that, I mean, I've tried it before when I was in relationships with the men that I was with. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the type of person to where I know if I don't please you, somebody else will, type of thing. So I've tried it. I just never could get all the way off into it.
Well,
And I still can't to this day.
I'm gonna have to teach you. Cause you're missing out. You're missing out.
when
Ladies,
you-
if-
Relax
Back-
all your muscles is what
All
they
your
say. It's not happening. I
muscles.
relax everything but my fucking mind.
I
Yeah,
promise
my
you, I
mind
tense
can't.
up on purpose.
Now,
I
back when you
promise
was giving headshots, swallow, spit, or neither.
I've actually swallowed twice in my life.
I'm a slut.
I was spit before I swallow.
Facials?
Oh, you talking about on me?
Yes, in your face.
Oh,
Facials.
fuck to the no.
Oh,
don't,
wow.
No, I don't put that shit in my motherfucking face.
Good for your skin. It's
I
like
don't give a
eczema.
damn. It can be good for the back of my ass, because that's where it can go.
All right then.
On the back of my ass. No,
Yes.
I didn't even like when men, like even when the relationships that I was in, because I really only seriously had like 5 real relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's just off the top. But I didn't even like when men, I don't like the way it smells. You know what I'm saying? Because when we already have a certain amount of bacteria in us any fucking
Right.
way.
That's
So when
natural.
you allow them to, do that and it comes out, now if it's a baby in there and you catch it and get the baby, that's something
Honey,
different.
I drunk the kids.
But come up, like, and stay in there, like when it comes out, it stinks.
My
Like,
shit- my shit smell like
I don't
pineapple
like
juice.
that.
My shit smell like pineapple juice.
No, it don't.
No. Not when it come out.
No, it don't.
Because it stays in a woman for 3 to 5 days. And
like
when it
fruit
comes
punch.
out, it's like, ew. So I
my
never
God.
liked them to nut in me. I
But
would
then
prefer them to
that
pull it out
explains
Yeah.
it.
and jump on my back,
If
throw
it's-
them children on the back or on the floor. Or
If it's
somewhere.
been in there 3 to 5 days, that's why it stank. That should come right on.
It's supposed to come out.
You supposed to go in the bathroom and have
Oh,
that.
trust me, I do.
pee
But
all
still,
time.
you still get a little bit that stays
I
for
don't
a
think you
little
like
while.
the smell of sperm anyway.
That probably is what it
That's
is. Then.
gotta be
That,
it.
yeah.
I'm peeing as soon as we get
Soon
out.
as we get done, I be running to the bathroom.
running.
Like, I'm talking about I be squatting and legs gapped wide
pushing.
open, pushing like I'm having a baby. Like, like I don't like it.
I
I
need
really
all
don't.
this up out of me.
I do not like it.
Ain't nothing in there. I gotta
It
pull
does
this
something
jerky, it
wrong
come
to
right back out.
it does something to me. I be literally
Ain't nothing
doing
in there. Ain't no
kegels when I go to the bathroom. I be like, I kegel while I'm peeing, trying to get everything
See, ladies,
out.
that's why you keep a good shower head. Like if your husband like, oh, she ain't there just getting off with the shower head. No, nigga,
I'm
getting rid of
rinsing
this
it out.
Motherfucking
I'm getting it
cum
out.
from the
All
last
my
guy.
shower
Rinse
head
it
for
around
that
and rinse it
reason.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
have
change
one,
every
too.
shower head I got.
Every-
I
house
always
was
get a new
always
shower
like
head
that.
when I move somewhere. I have to have a different shower head. I used to have the one that connect from the wall. and
No,
you
that's
pull it
I
out.
change mine out all the
Like
time.
I got to get up in there.
Oh yeah, it's got to be powerful with
Yes,
Yeah.
it's got to
I
be
change
like
out my shower
do-do,
heads.
do-do, do-do, do-do. You know the one that spit out like. Yeah, I need that one.
Like my
Oh,
rose.
Apple, I
Like
was
a
hoping
water
you
pick
said
for
you,
clits.
What?
I was
Rose.
hoping you said you like facials. 'Cause I was trying to imagine that. And then-
No,
The rose.
I
no, it
swear.
happened once,
I can
and
see
I
it.
was livid. I was livid.
You should have called me. I would have licked it off.
Oh my
I
god.
love that though.
No.
Like, I'ma
Well,
lick
no,
it off.
I'm not a
That's how it
facial
was in
person.
KC, though. That was fire.
Lick it
I
off my
was
face.
not.
I put my
A
kids on
fan.
her face and April licked it off.
Sure.
Not her face, but my
Yeah.
friend in KC.
Off her
That
face,
shit- that shit was
off
fire.
her lips, off her tongue.
Ooh.
Just not her chest, because he left a pool on the chest. I was like, yeah, you know, I've had enough.
I had a lot
Right.
of kids.
I'll take a shot of cum.
I
I'm
shot
not
a
trying
lot
to
of
get a
kids.
gallon.
You put a whole bunch of cherry
I
on
put
that
a-
woman.
I'm talking about like.
So
it was-
you left
it
her with
was-
no child
It was
support?
kinder.
Look.
It was.
Right.
It was. It was kindercare on her chest. It was kindercare on her chest.
It was kidney gardeners.
Right. A gang
It was
of
a
them.
gang
It
of
was
motherfuckers.
brothers and sisters
They
of all
was
kinds.
ready for ABCs.
Oh, babies.
Oh,
Fuck
child.
around. I don't fuck
And then
around.
she had to go in there and drown them. That ignorant. That's a
Man,
murdering
look.
She
bitch.
swallowed them.
Well, she swallowed hers. At least she swallowed the other girl. She drowned them. She went in there, rinsed them all
Rinsed them all.
down.
Reach around and reach them out.
She
I
rinsed
gave
around
her,
and
I
rinsed
gave her
them
an
all.
old hoe trick. I was like, just use this T-shirt that I put over the pillow.
Right.
That's what it's for.
Right. That part.
So Apple, what is your type of female? What is your type? Do you have ass, titties, both? What's going on? Dark,
It's really
light, yellow?
not. I really don't have a particular type as
What you
far as
told me.
looks. No, I'm being honest. Like, I love a woman that has, weight on her. I don't really too much
Yeah, that's what you told me.
care for skinny women.
Right, slimmies.
I don't have nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? I'm meaty, so I want meaty as
Facts.
well. You know what I mean?
And it's amazing how when I first met you, your size from when we first met till like
Yeah, I have
currently,
pictures.
you were built quite nicely when we first met because when you were our bartender,
Right.
And then all of a sudden we stopped seeing each other for about a
we
year or two,
moved.
came back and you was Wonder Woman with a tattoo on your thigh, built like a guy, like my daddy would say, built like a brick shit
Brick
house.
shit house.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nice
And
little-
still built like
Yeah.
a
I
brick
was
shit
like,
house.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed.
So I still want some media, but see, this is my thing. Like, if I have to have you around me in my inner circle,
Right.
you gotta have some motherfucking smarts.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to,
Wit.
you know, intrigue me beyond the fucking. Because I have to be able to talk to you. I have to be able to interject. We gotta have dialogue.
Right.
And if I can't have dialogue with you, you just an airhead. Let's just do what we came to do, and peace. I'll see you tomorrow, or
Right.
see you whenever the
Right.
fuck. You know.
Catch you next time.
Yeah, catch you on the next go round.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have some type of dialogue, because if you can fuck me mentally, you'll be in my circle for life.
And that is the goal.
You'll be in my circle for life. Fuck
That's
my
fact.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think people get it twisted at. Even guys, like even dating.
Yeah.
You so busy caught up on all this
Right.
physical that you didn't even stop to even realize that I know how to spell my name.
That part.
I actually know
That part.
I can
Walk
put
and
two
chew bubble
sentences
gum.
together. Yeah, I
Right.
can do that.
You know, like I'm
really
a
can.
That's why I'm
walking
so turned
dictionary
off by
over
men.
here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm a chameleon on so many fucking different levels. It's ridiculous. I can sit at the table with 6-figure people. I can sit at the table with millionaires. I can sit at the table with politicians. I can sit at the table with Bible thumpers. You know what I'm saying?
And quote some scripture.
Right, because I'm an advocate reader, and my best subject in high school was English.
Right.
So I love to read. I don't just follow off, you tell me the sky's blue. I'm going outside and I'm going to check, and I'm going to find out why the fuck the sky's supposed to be blue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I asked questions. I was very inquisitive as a kid. In high school, I was doing college English, and in grammar school I was doing high school English because I was
Oh,
too
my
advanced.
gosh.
I love to read.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm a spelling bee champ.
Yeah, I have to be
I love-
challenged.
yeah.
I
I
love
love
for a person that I can sit down and have a really intellectual conversation with. We don't gotta fuck. We can sit there and talk about some shit all night. It ain't always about that.
Isn't it called like a sapiosexual? When
It's
you,
I don't know.
sapiosexual.
sapiosexual, yes. When
I'm
you love
sap-
someone,
I'm
you can have an
sapiosexual.
intellectual conversation and be turned on by the content of the conversation.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
just-
I'm
Yes,
sapio.
yes,
Yeah,
that is
sapiosexual,
definitely that would definitely be
Most
me.
women are.
Yeah,
That would
I'm
definitely be
sapio.
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
Yeah.
That
get
would
turned
definitely
off
be
so
me.
quick.
Yes, I mean you can say something and I'll be like,
All the way turned.
"Did you really just fucking say that?"
You know,
And
that's
they'll
a-
be sexy as a motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
Like
yeah,
physically,
like,
I already
look
know that I would
great.
want to fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
start
Fucked it
talking.
up.
But you will start talking and
Like,
I'll be
shut up.
like,
You messed that all the way
"Did
up.
you really just say that stupid ass
Yeah,
shit?"
just stop
Like,
talking.
just stop talking.
Please.
Just don't say nothing. Just stay there and look
Just
cute.
look cute.
Yep, that's
Just look
what you
cute,
do.
because you're fucking up my
Right.
juices over
Because at
here.
this point right now,
Right now, I'm ready to sing you
about,
on.
you about to lose it all.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
it
is what it is.
Men do it every day.
24/7.
Men do it every single day. They
This is
see
true.
women
Fucking day.
she bad as a box of rocks and hot and this and that. Then she open her mouth and stupid. But they
Right.
love them kind.
They love them
control
ignorant bitches.
kind.
I like snakes because they move.
Yeah. Come on, girl.
Yeah, bitch, come suck
Come
this
on
dick.
down here. Yeah,
Come
just
suck
shut
this
up
dick.
and say.
Right.
Same thing.
That's all you're gonna do.
Come suck
Yeah.
this snake, bitch.
That's it.
Right. That's all you're gonna do.
Then how you end up with me? Well,
But
it's
you
a
can
difference
hold a
between
sentence.
it's a difference between being smart and a smart ass. Like I'm,
Yeah.
both.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
but I know
Yeah.
when to turn the shit on and off. Though,
that
you know.
part.
I'm a
takes a-
versatile thug.
It takes a
Yeah.
smart
That
motherfucker
part.
to play
A
dumb,
simulation.
but a
Yeah,
dumb
I'm a
motherfucker can't
That
play
part.
smart. So,
Yeah, simulate very well.
yeah.
I'm a versatile thug. Yeah. Hey, brother can't make it here.
So y'all seeing me outside, I'm sitting here with my reading glasses on. Imaginary, of course.
Okay, because I was like, what the fuck I miss?
I know.
Imaginary.
The imaginary glasses?
Yeah, imaginary reading glasses. Like I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeVille.
Or your next question. Do you enjoy threesomes?
Of course.
Which ones? Male, female, male, 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 female?
You
all
know
female?
what? I've did a threesome with 2 guys before. And to be true, yeah.
Step out the door.
Hey, but they're your brother.
Okay.
Yeah, go that way. Smoke.
He about to be
smoke some
suicidal
cigarettes.
up
Because he
in
was out
here.
there, I kept shaking my head like, no, don't come in here.
He about to be suicidal up in here.
my God.
He finna look at me. He gonna be sitting in the
The
car
whole
looking at me
ride, look
like,
at you
Yeah,
like,
and it's so
really?
crazy.
I
'cause the whole time,
never
like,
knew.
my sisters don't talk like that around me. Of course, bruh.
because I ain't never been asked
to
those questions.
In front of him.
Right. But
Welcome
anyway,
to Freaks of the Industry.
right.
Hello.
So I've did a threesome before. Actually, when I had the first threesome with two guys, it was the night that I met Big Al.
You were comfortable.
Before I met Big Al, it happened at one place, and one of the guys got a phone call about the party that Big Al was being security at, and I ended up going to that party right after that happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you was
I was
ready.
on one of them.
You
I was
ready.
on one. You feel me? But I would never do that again.
Right.
And the reason why is because men always say that they want a woman, they want, to do a threesome with a woman and have a little homeboy there or whatever. But the thing is that men get that incompetency in them when it comes to another man that's there just as dominant or less dominant as them, especially when one outshows the other. It makes one person either go limp or one person go a little bit more harder. Somebody's ego
I'm going harder.
is always tested
Bruised. Yeah.
And
in
you-
those types of
and you catching
situations. And I seen it forehand. Actually, the person that I was with started it by leaving the door cracked. He don't know that I'm one of those people that like to see that somebody's watching, but that was not my intentions to begin with. That was not what I was on. But at that particular moment, I was feeling myself, so I was with the shits. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happens.
Whatever happens, it happens. So
that's right.
it started with him, and then his, partner was, in the little peephole looking like a little creep, through the door or whatever. So I caught his eye, and I, kept going. Now, I would have thought that once he walked in the room, that my friend would be like, hey, man, what you doing? Get the fuck on,
No.
something like that. But he didn't. So he was trying to play like he was with the shits, but in his mind, he wasn't really with the
shit.
shit.
He couldn't wrap his
You know what
head
I'm saying?
around
He couldn't probably wrap his head around the fact that his friend just had the balls enough to walk in the midst of him doing it.
Get down with the get down.
Right. So when it happened, I'm in my mind, I'm like, shit, it is what it is. I always wanted to do it anyway, so why not now?
Right.
Since it's here. So it ended up happening to the point to where he started to get kind of like, oh my God, like, is he really watching me? Like, I think he started feeling uncomfortable. So his friend was like, shit, nigga, tag team.
Right.
Got in,
He got that look from you.
got that thing. I'm talking about he would not stop. He still sit on the side of the bed trying to get himself together. Like, it went wrong.
Oh my God. Here we
It
go.
went wrong. You know what I'm
They
saying?
probably not even friends to this day.
Oh, they still friends to this day.
Okay.
They still friends to this day. I'm still cool with both of them to this day. But
You should be.
after that night, it was kind of like I felt the tension and the negative. His manhood been popped a little bit from that night.
gotta be a horrible
You know what I'm
feeling for a
saying?
man, though.
Because after that, he could not. It wouldn't go back up.
That your
bother
thing
me.
go limp, you can't get it back
It
up?
wouldn't go back up.
Child.
It don't bother me.
So he was just
I like
after
that
a
shit.
while, he's sitting there trying to figure out some stuff, and he just got up and went to the next room. I mean, of course, you already let it happen, so I ain't about to stop now.
I mean, some dudes just get some dudes are easily triggered that they just it fucks their whole
and I
mojo
think that's
up.
what it was,
Yeah.
though. You know what I'm saying? So
mojo.
I
Just
would
blew 'em.
never do that again because of that and fear of that may happen. And plus, on top of that, I ain't I ain't had no dick in years.
Oh, po baby.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've had
Me neither. So
I've had dick. It's just not
I said
men
stuff.
dick.
I got a rose.
You know.
I know people.
I got a
But
rose.
the thing is, as
My
far
rose.
as like the women, like I haven't had a threesome with women's yet.
With two women.
With two women yet. No, I haven't.
That's crazy.
But my fantasy is to have
Two women suck your pussy at the same time.
No.
Oh,
No.
Boo.
My fantasy is actually kind of like a gangbang.
Mm.
But it's not a gangbang with men. It's just all women. So I want 5 women.
You almost
at
had
once.
that. You
Yeah,
almost
I
had
almost
that.
did one night.
I recall
I almost
that.
did one
It was
night
like a gang
at
of us
one of
there.
y'all. Yeah, at one of them events. But that's my actual fantasy.
I wanted to watch.
That's my fantasy. That's one of my biggest fantasies because I feel like at this particular moment, I have pretty much tapped into my sexual peaks of certain things in my life. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where I know what I like
Yeah.
and I know what I don't like.
Right.
See, that's why
You know
I
what
want
I'm saying?
to teach you about anal. you have 15 minutes for your Lord and Savior. I want to teach you about anal. I'm just saying that's just one of them things that you could.
She said 15 minutes of your Lord for your Lord and Savior.
I'm gonna sit down, we'll hold hands. We're gonna talk about it.
Kumbaya.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's good.
Oh. But yeah, that's definitely one of my fantasies. I haven't had it happen yet, but you know,
will.
I don't want to
You go to
actually.
Atlanta, nigga, it
I don't
will.
want to actually plan it. You know what I'm
just
saying?
want it
I
to
want it to
happen.
happen. Like me, no. 'cause
Girls
it
trip.
can.
Girls trip.
It definitely can happen.
Girls trip.
On
No,
the way
I'm
to believe.
serious. It definitely something like that can actually happen, especially with a lot of females around.
And especially if you
Oh
move to
yeah,
Atlanta.
drinking.
Yeah, it
Party
can happen,
bus.
but I
You
don't
know how
want to
females
plan
do.
something like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I just actually wanted to
I'm
just
still
go
stuck
down.
on the gangbang with the 5 girls.
But you
Or
know,
6.
see, but the thing is
6.
that they say it's a gangbang when it's like dudes because you know the girl is the only center of attention.
Well, that's
Oh.
okay. Gangbangs include men, so that means
Yeah,
it would be-
gangbang would be
well,
the
I'm saying
so
gangbang.
we get
That's
an
what-
orgy.
no,
Men?
A
That's what I
orgy.
said.
All girl
yeah,
orgy. All
but
girl
Oh,
that's
that's an orgy.
that's why I
Yeah.
said it's something like a gangbang, but not a gangbang.
orgy.
Oh.
It's
So
called
it would
orgy.
be- yeah.
It's orgy. That's all.
I just
Be a
want 5
female
women.
orgy.
Yeah, I've always wanted that. I always wanted to know what it was
A
like.
daisy train.
I've done that. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
just wanted to always know what it was like. I think that would be fucking
Ask
dope,
Boss,
though.
you know what it's like.
I
To
think that
have
would be
5
dope.
women at one time?
I've
It's not
watched
so
5
much
women
as
at one
it's
time.
not so much as like 5 women at once. It's like they all like basically it's like this in my mind. I want to be devoured by these 5 women. Like I don't want to have to do anything.
Oh,
That's my
Lord.
fantasy. I just want to lay there like the-
Pillow princess.
You know,
Just
like
sit back,
the,
let them suck your pussy, suck your titties.
Yeah, I just want to. I just
eat
want to
your
be
ass.
there.
Yeah.
I just want to be there.
How
Yeah.
have I known you for
I wanna be
13
there too and
years
watch.
and you ain't had that done? I'm gonna have to get that done
Oh,
for you
watch.
before you move.
Look,
you gonna
she got her
watch.
face frowned up, but she was like, "I want to watch." How you
Right.
got them 2 separate situations going on with your face expression?
Your face ain't saying
Like,
what
her
your mouth
face ain't
saying.
saying what her mouth saying. Like,
I gotta watch. At this
right?
point, I gotta
It's intriguing.
It's
like,
yeah, 5 different women.
and I'm a
Lord.
vivid thinker. Like when I talk and I hear
I
things
barely
in my
like women
head,
for
I
friends.
visualize
That's all.
them. I visualize these things. Like I see things like in color, literally. If I'm talking to you and I'm already picturing it in my mind.
Oh yeah.
I just don't have faces on them, but I see it.
You see you getting
Yes.
devoured by
I've
5
seen
different
it. I've seen it a lot. It's just never happened.
women. Okay.
I can't believe that ain't happening. I've known you
I'm
for 13
dead ass
years.
serious. It's never happened.
You know you could ask.
Okay.
I'll make it
I
accidentally happen.
don't want to. I don't want to.
I will make it accidentally happen.
This motherfucker said accidentally.
Your ass will run up on one and be like, "What you mean we going to the arch? we gonna fuck all the way up the trail,
Right.
And then it's gonna be 5 women at the top.
Right, waiting,
About,
Can't do nothing else.
waiting.
I'm bringing the wig.
5 different
Just call me
women
Moesha.
on one
Yeah.
day.
I know that's
No, that
right.
nigga didn't say,
It's
"I'ma
gonna be
bring a
5 women
wig."
with crochet braids so that
Right.
shit don't get yanked off because you
Right.
yanks.
Right.
She likes to yank and pull and shit. But I
I'm
ain't
very aggressive.
I ain't gonna tell nobody out
Very
loud.
aggressive.
Out loud, I ain't gonna say it.
But I'm only aggressive to a degree. I know how to be submissive when I need to.
That's true. That's true.
I'm submissive. Yeah, I'm a submissive.
I'm submissive when I need to be, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm a dom.
I can be aggressive.
I think we
but I'm
all
a
can be
submissive.
aggressive.
Yeah, but I'm more of a submissive.
Yeah.
I like because like I said, I'm a romantical.
Yeah.
So I like to be romanced.
Oh, I
So,
love to be romantic. I
yeah.
like all the romantical things, but to certain degrees, I would like to be You know,
Manhandle.
But I do
Yeah.
like
By
get
bitch.
yoked up every now and
Manhandle.
then. Snatch me
Just
up,
period.
yeah.
My bitch.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I love that.
That's what I liked.
I don't
Still
like to
like.
have to work
That's
it
the shit
all.
she
That
do
sounds
like.
crazy.
That's what I do. Like,
The shit
Yeah.
she do. Like.
I should be
I
able
like
to
to be
submit.
choked, all that stuff.
I
The
like getting
aggressiveness.
choked. I do like getting
The
choked.
aggressiveness
Not till I
of
fall
it.
out, but
Not
just
till you
choke,
fall out,
yeah.
but it's just like a little intense
A little
pressure. It just
intense,
makes it a
yeah.
little bit more
But
intense.
that's it. That
Oh,
the
God.
soul snatcher.
Oh,
When you land on
my
your stomach
God.
and
Rotel and
And
Muscatella.
they have
Remember we
back
changed
here,
it.
Nah, she said it's changed. It's not the slow snatch, the
It's the
soul
condom
snatcher. It's
snatcher?
No,
it's the
it's-
Rotel and Monster snatcher.
Rotel and Moscachola.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're gonna
'cause
have a
that's-
kid.
yeah, we're gonna
after
have that at the
It's
baby
gonna be a
reveal.
baby reveal.
Man, I wouldn't waste the baby's time.
Oh my God, you like I ain't showing up.
Yeah, I'd be
I'm
wasting
not
the baby's
going.
time.
Well, I feel like a slut.
That's when the
'cause
swallowing
I'm
come in.
Nice.
That
I'm
is
just
good.
saying.
Oh
That's
my
mental.
God! Look, y'all.
That is good to know.
I didn't drop the mic. I had to hit the mic.
I'm
Just
just
bumped it
saying.
with your nose. Boop.
I'm just saying. Say it with your chest.
This just
Say
in.
it with your
Say it
chest.
with your
This
chest.
just
I'm
in.
saying.
She swallows the kids.
Oh,
I do
oh,
swallow.
Back to you, Bill.
oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's good for your skin.
Yes, it is.
If I wasn't abstinent,
Yes,
I
it
would be
is.
swallowing kids.
You could
but right
still
now,
be.
You can still take it in the face without fucking
I don't
up.
want random kids in my throat.
Don't be just
Oh,
find somebody
my
that you know and
God.
just bust a load. Just you
I
know,
don't want random kids in my
She
throat.
said, "I don't want random kids in my." That's some shit, boy.
it's
This is
called
stuff you
it's
hear
called a
right
day-
here,
It's a daycare.
On this
right here
La
at
Petite.
Freaks of the Industry.
We'll show you
These
right here
are
on
the
this table, Renee.
conversations
I'm just
that
saying.
fucking go down here right now. If goddamn me, Madam was here.
Madam Coleman.
Yes,
she'd be red
she
on the
would
face.
be red.
Even she would be
She
red
ain't
on the
even
face.
red. She can't even get red, but she would turn red. Like, are you serious? That is the best thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
She would bully her into making
right? To
you better,
make
you
it.
better,
You better
suck them random
suck
dicks.
them random dicks.
Suck them random
Yeah,
dicks.
I'm not sucking random.
Shout out to
I'm
Madam
not
Coleman.
sucking
Over here,
random
like, what
dicks,
the
no.
fuck? Shout out to Madam Coleman. I miss you already, honey
I'm not
bun.
sucking random dicks. No.
The randos.
Rando.
Randos in your jaws.
Well, I like to suck dick till my throat is raw. I'll just put it out there.
Oh,
I don't care about the kids or not. They can go where they go.
Wait, you
Her-
gotta suck it till it's raw?
Her
Her throat.
face, lips.
Lord.
Cause you know I can
Look,
always
he
change
over
to
here.
her.
He over here.
I'd be like, hold on,
Our
let me change
audience
the
is
shit out real
sweating.
quick. I gotta wring your kids out my hair. Hold on a second.
No, don't mess with my hair.
Well, you know I
I'm
got
getting it done
boxes
this
and
week,
boxes.
She
but
got
I don't-
boxes of her.
Yeah,
She don't
Different
give a
bitches
damn.
in the
Don't mess
closet.
with
That's
my
what
hair.
that
She
is.
got 1,000
I
bitches
got
in
too
her
many other
closet.
places you could.
She got 1,000 bitches in her
And this
closet.
is
She
why
don't
I
give a
married
fuck.
that broad. Love
Married
it.
them
Yeah,
on
I
purpose.
don't
Love
do
it.
my
He took
hair.
us to the courthouse. Did it on purpose.
Yes,
No.
sir.
Yeah.
I got too
She
many
got a rent.
spots.
She got a whole bunch of 1,000 hoes in her closet.
Oh,
she
yeah.
She opened up her closet, hoes falling out.
Okay.
Yeah, just get your
Yeah.
ass back up. Who put his? Put
Who
your
told
ass-
you to come outside, bitch? I ain't
Come out
asked you to
there.
come out yet.
Bipolarism is great.
Bars.
Been by my whole life. Bi-coastal,
Oh, my
bipolar.
goodness. I'm here to tell you.
Is there a particular question you want to ask her, Texas homegrown?
Oh, Lord.
She gotta get past that first.
I'm still trying to get past the gangbang. Shit.
I said it wasn't like it's
Wait a
like
I mean,
gang
the
bang
female
without
gangbang.
the guys. It's just females.
I'll get a
The
Polaroid
female.
for you. You put it
Yeah,
in your book.
I would watch that.
I know
would
you
watch.
would.
I definitely would
See, I
watch.
told you I'm gonna make
And
you
look,
I'm
yeah, I
make you
would
fuck
watch.
with a woman before we
Well,
go on
I
the
don't
street.
know
It's
I
three of
barely
us
like
already.
women
We
for
just need the
friends.
two. We just need the
I
two.
barely
barely
like 'em
like
for
women
friends.
for rent. The friends I
Look,
got,
you
know
know
what?
what?
Same.
They
And
done
I'm
made
gonna
it.
say this: I have more male friends than I do
Same.
female.
That's why I could never be
associates
gay.
because
I don't like. I barely like
No.
them for friends.
But see, this is my thing, though. I'm like, you. There's. I don't even know what to say. I lost
Yeah,
my
I love.
motherfucking-
now
lost
my
tongue
homegirls that I
and-
have,
and
I love them to
everything that's
death.
supposed to
Well,
come out with
I
it.
love them to death. Like I love y'all.
But she
y'all
still
my
got.
girls. I love
She
y'all to
still
death.
got that
'Cause
little
y'all got that.
curiosity.
We have
The curiosity is
aggressiveness
there,
and
yeah.
charisma and
Now,
wit,
if I was
charm.
if in a relationship, like I said, I would want a man to be there with me.
Right.
So
That's fine.
Yeah, like
Somebody
she could
gotta
do me,
penetrate.
he could do
Yeah.
me, all that.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
fine.
me, like me and just her one on one with each other like that. Nah, I don't want that.
I do.
Like,
But see,
I'm
this
the
is
same.
what I
want a
used to
toy
always
or a
say:
man.
never say Never.
I never say never. I'm not saying never.
I'm gonna say again.
But I am saying that
That's what you ain't going.
I ain't too quick.
You ain't going.
Yeah, I ain't too quick.
It's three of us. We just need the two.
Yeah,
What y'all overlooking in this plan?
I'm just saying.
We gonna go to the arch on a foggy night and go up the trail.
Because I got to do it up in the arch. I want to do it in the arch.
Gotta be in
Oh my
the-
God.
On the Ferris wheel. So
It'd be
if
just
anybody
like
wanna take me on
the
Ferris wheel,
neon party.
have
They'd be like,
amazing
what the
sex
fucking
with
lights
me.
on at the arch?
Right.
What the
Because I got
Right.
to do it in the Ferris wheel. That's
I
I
think
got
that'd
to.
be actually so
I think that would be
fucking
so,
dope.
yeah.
Take
That
the
would be
girls'
a
day.
You got to just make sure it's a 10-minute. Like you got to make that motherfucker.
I want the 50. I priced it already.
Oh, you
So
priced
they got
it?
the $50.
So you ain't planning nothing, but
But she didn't price it.
If
She
shit
planned
happens.
ahead.
they send me
because I wanna take
coupons.
the ride.
Right. She planning ahead.
I'm single right now, so
Right.
I'm just saying if I have to go up there with my rose, it's gonna be a man with my rose.
You ain't gotta
I'm
take
gonna
your
say
rose.
I did it.
Right here.
She gonna be the rose.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll just help you use the rose.
Head game is flawless.
See, that's what I'm scared of.
Flawless
yeah,
victory.
Yeah, I be fuck around and
She'll
daytime.
be
Finish
looking
her.
For like,
looking through foggy glasses.
Yeah.
Where she at?
I love her.
Yeah, she
nah.
She be cussing me
play with
out.
it.
She be someone cussing
Yeah,
me
I
out
won't
at
play
a
with it.
stoplight
Okay.
all of a sudden. 'cause
Right.
I was
Open
like,
up
this
the
motherfucker
door.
ain't-
Yeah.
Man.
Mo, why you bring her around?
Man.
What?
I'ma just say I ain't gonna call no names, but you know it has been people following me around parties. Hey, boss, what you where room you going
to
in?
set it off.
You remember that time?
Set it
I
off.
ain't gonna play. That's
I want to see what
Pandora's
Boss gonna do.
Have you seen her tongue trick?
Oh no, we're not finna do that tonight. This is about Apple.
Yeah.
Don't play me because I'll pull up
Yeah.
the video. I ain't gonna do it for real.
Oh, I see the video.
My throat.
See, I like
went
watching
hard.
shit. I watch some shit.
Oh, I got some video.
You got videos?
I got some video.
But she can do
At
it in person for you
47,
right now, just the
at
tongue
47
trick.
years old, I am relearning what turns me on.
Oh, okay. Me too.
So I am relearning how to fuck, and it's the most exciting thing ever.
That's what
Wouldn't it
being
be
abstinent is
at
so
47?
beautiful. Because
Wouldn't
I've
it
learned
be?
so
She
much
has more
about
fun
myself.
when she ain't fucking me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Like I like
I'm
the
learning
I like the connection. I like the connection of somebody I've known for 18 years who knows all
You.
of this.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the nicks
yeah.
and
All of this.
crannies,
Yeah.
all the little nicks
Yeah.
and nats,
Yeah.
what I like, what I don't like,
All
where to
this.
hit it, everywhere.
That's why.
don't-
He
Yeah.
know I
See,
sleep
yeah,
with my
that's why
medication
conversation
and
is
just
so
nut on my
important.
face. Nah, he don't do that. He'd be like, "Oh, the baby sleep." I'm like, "You ain't gonna nut, nigga. I'm supposed to be knocked out. You ain't gonna nut." Like my people's like, he probably be fucking you while you not.
Hold on. What
You
about
ain't
old girl-
abstinent.
What about old girl that came over the other day?
Oh yeah, you tapped me on my ass and woke me
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
and yeah, it was.
was like-
Battery going.
It was whack.
I ain't gonna say whack. I need a redo because I was like
Wait,
pissed.
so you had a girl come over
and
and y'all was
over.
doing
A
it?
friend of mine had came.
No,
and
I
stopped
was
by.
asleep.
She was asleep, so we went in the room. Me and old girl went in the room to wake her up.
I was asleep.
So I penetrated. I'm doing my thing. And
Wait,
so-
wait, hold on.
Yeah, he
We
said
married. We can do that.
Right. So
Before you
you
get
in the
off in the
house
game.
sleep.
She's asleep.
You have a girl at the house.
She came over while we was both
late.
asleep.
When we
Shit.
while we both sleep. A friend of mine was supposed to come over
Earlier.
Come over
Oh, but she came
earlier.
over later.
And
She
I
came
just
over
took my
later.
meds and went to
And
bed.
you
I
was
wasn't.
asleep.
So
I
when she
wasn't
got over
on
there,
that.
we started talking. And I said, "Hey, do me a favor. Let's go in the room. Let's go wake up boss." I don't know. Just come on. Went back in the room. She was asleep. I tooted it on up. Started doing my thing.
So she's sleeping, you humping her on the bed.
Yeah, while she sleep.
Y'all some gangsters.
So then old girl started slapping on her ass.
They some
And
gangsters.
started slapping her like stupidly. Just
That
like
ain't-
out of
Oh, nah.
like out of sync.
Cause that ain't how
And
daddy
she
do it.
instantly reached out and grabbed her fucking stomach and twisted that shit.
I learned that in labor.
Yeah.
In child
And
labor.
she stopped all that shit.
But yeah, you twist somebody's stomach, they'll stop all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Like, hey, look, cause
she
see,
was
you doing
smacking.
too
She was
much.
hitting her ass with like
there
without
was no cadence.
no cadence, no.
I felt like I was getting a whooping.
Right,
And
like
then
I
he
just
trying to
did
fuck, and the
something.
bed's shaking. I'm nauseous. I took my meds. I'm half asleep. These motherfuckers in there bothering me. That's how I felt. Like, I'm not on this. It didn't have
Like,
to be.
finish doing what
Had
you doing.
And then she gonna, try to put her finger in my ass. That was funny. I said, I hope I
Wait,
shit
what?
all over
Wait.
this bitch. But you have to prepare. That's the key. That's the key to anal. You have to prepare.
Well,
Physically prepare your body.
I can't get that relaxed. Well,
But that's the
I
point.
can't get that
We'll
relaxed.
talk.
Hey,
We'll talk. Cause it's
I
gonna
can't.
happen.
hold on, but
I
you
can't
on
do
meds and you knocked out. Your husband is humping the girl in y'all bed.
no, I'm
And
humping her.
Oh, you humping you?
Her. I'm fucking
Oh,
April.
and the girl just watching.
No, the old girl was slapping her on the ass.
Oh,
Like
she
that.
tried to wake
All
up.
retarded and
Okay, so
shit.
you. Oh, okay. And then she tried to stick her finger in your behind.
She did put it in her ass.
She did stick it in her ass.
She stuck
That's
it
what
in
she's
there.
saying.
Whoa.
And the funny part about it was
And
she
it
did it
was
so
wet.
she was so doing it so recklessly. She reached out and twisted her stomach so she could stop.
Like, quit beating my ass. I ain't
Because
do
it
nothing
wasn't
wrong.
like you know ta T. It
It
wasn't
has
like
to be a cadence.
no cadence evenly. She was like
Yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah,
that would
I don't
piss
like
me
my
the
it was
fuck
just
off.
random and stupid.
I don't like
I
that
don't
slap.
I do.
mind.
No, I don't like
but
it.
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
that, no.
That's
Yeah, I don't
too
like
much.
that.
Like, and I'm an
It-
easy bruiser. Like,
Yeah.
I bruise
You
very
gotta
easily.
think, by the time you hit
kinda
it,
like
it
the bruises
vibrate
after
all the
the
way
fact.
down to the bone.
It was
It done
just-
vibrated all the way
back
down
up.
up in there. You over there like,
It
come on,
was
man.
disrespectful the way she
Right.
tried to
That
have
shit is
disrespectful.
Yeah, I
That
feel
was
like she was probably
disrespectful.
being rude. Like, she was doing
Lord,
some
too
shit
much
to be
rage.
vindictive or some shit.
Oh.
Like,
I don't
irritating.
know.
She was trying to
Right.
stick her finger
All
in
right,
your
y'all.
behind.
I hate that
Hope I
we
shit
gotta
on
end it the way we do, but before we go, I want to remind everybody to give Dr. Emmanuel Chiropractic Clinic a call at area code 523-4023. That's Emmanuel Chiropractic. I can't talk right now. These big ass lips and this wide tongue. Dr. Emmanuel, Dr.
Say it.
E as we call him. Emmanuel Chiropractic Clinic.
Kansas City,
6301
Missouri.
Rock Hill Road, Suite 105, Kansas City, Missouri, 64131. Shout out to my homegirl Robbie.
It is worth the
Shout out to my homegirl Nicole. Shout out to everybody that's in the
Hi,
office
Robbie.
with them. And we're gonna definitely hopefully get a chance to see y'all real soon. So but don't forget, you guys, Dr. Emmanuel is a board certified acupuncture
Oh, yeah, that
doctor
too.
as well. So
He's
if you
good
don't
at
want to
what
do
he
the old school way, you can definitely go with the new school with the acupuncture. Get your
Okay.
pinpoint
I
on.
want acupuncture.
Can I do the
So-
bottom?
I want to do that.
I do too.
I want to see how my body will react,
Yeah.
and would it be completely different?
Kansas City, we gotta get you to Kansas City so you can see
Oh,
the
yeah.
doc. So the
I
doctor
mean, you
can
know,
get
girls trip.
He get you straight. So, in the meantime, in between time, y'all, this was
working on his
this was
girls trip.
episode
I'm
this
scared.
was episode 30.
I wanna say the
This was
bottom.
episode 30 of the guest spotlight. 3 out of 4. So next week we have Bosslady Brux.
No, we
Bam.
don't.
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
yes, we do.
They don't.
Yes, we
That's
do.
going to be a two-parter.
Now, well,
Just bring your other hoes with you.
I will.
Switch it out.
And switch it out in between. You show right.
So in the
Switch
meantime,
it out.
but-
You'll be a whole
All
different
right.
motherfucker.
I might come in a whole different motherfucker.
That's
So-
what you gonna have to do.
In the meantime, in between time, always remember in life, you can deny the lie, but you can never deny the truth. Always live your truth. Till next week, God bless. Be
Yeah,
safe. It's hot outside. Put on some sundress. And
Oh,
wash
no
your ass twice.
pennies.
I got sundress on.
Oh,
Hey,
No
man.
pennies. All right, shake it then,
See
shoe.
how that motherfucker moving like that in that little bit ass short dress? You don't shake your
Girl
ass
strip.
that damn.
He said,
You don't shake your ass like that,
Good.
with that short ass skirt
right,
dress on.
Are we off the air?
We off the air.